Hello and welcome to Natilik Live. My name is Robbie Thor and we're here today to talk to you about Turbonomic. I'm delighted to be joined by Dason, who is VP of Sales at Turbonomic. Hi Dason.
Hi Robbie.
So Dason, I've heard a little bit about Turbonomic maybe being catered towards enterprise clients, so maybe some of the larger banks, international clients. I wondered if you could maybe dispel the myth a little bit and talk to us a little bit more about who Turbonomic might be applicable to that isn't looking at it at the moment.
Sure, I'd love to. Turbonomic is a pretty much independent product set. It doesn't mind what sort of size company you are. Obviously, the very large companies get a lot of benefit from it, but it works very well in small companies as well. It's basically there to define certain use cases, like anywhere where you've got an extremely complex environment, where performance or optimization of the environment might be of use for. So, many of the smaller customers use it to improve performance if they're perhaps got a lot of applications on a web. Okay. If those are very, important to the business in terms of availability, in terms of performance, and maintaining sort of optimization in terms of the cost of the infrastructure that it's running on.
Okay, so it's an efficiency play.
It is an efficiency play, but it's also performance and possibly utilization. So if you're wanting to sweat the assets you've got, we find a lot of small customers are using perhaps 40 or 50% of their infrastructure. We can drive utilization up to sort of 60, 70%. So if that means you don't have to buy new equipment, that can be a massive saving. But it also means if you're planning something like a data center migration or you're merging a couple of data centers together, again, we can tell you what the performance of the applications looks like at the moment. We can design perhaps where those applications should go and how they should be working in the new environment. We can show you as it happens how the changeover happens and how the migration has happened. So we'd help you plan it, but then we'd also be able to show you the results and then continuously optimize the solution once it's in the new environment. And that works if you're consolidating data centers, it works if you're refreshing IT infrastructure, but it also works if you're moving perhaps to the cloud, which a lot of companies are doing these days. And it takes all of that guesswork out of the whole process, as well as giving you perhaps an independent view of how your applications are performing in the cloud and how you can tune them.
Okay.
It's also autonomous, so it doesn't need a lot of people to run it. It's capable of managing all of those troubleshooting type optimization requests on its own. So if you need reprovisioning or you need optimization because it can see bottlenecks building up, the system will automatically do a lot of that. So a lot of the very advanced users are using this as an automation product, and they're basing an awful lot of their automation strategy around this product.
Yeah, that's interesting. So there's quite a few use cases you've given there, but is there any maybe specific areas that Turbonomic works in terms of the type of vertical, or what type of person should be looking out and maybe pay a bit more attention to Turbonomic that isn't at the moment, would you say?
I think anybody that's planning change should be looking at it because it's an ideal way of understanding what you have at the moment and therefore being able to make intelligent plans about how you develop that or how you move it or grow it or go through any kind of digital transformations. I think anybody that's looking at, that's got consistent performance issues should be looking at it. We talk to a lot of big companies that have launched new applications, perhaps handheld apps and things that are really struggling with performance, and we can help identify what's going on in between the layers of technology as to where they can improve that performance. And basically, anybody that's looking to create cost efficiencies. Most of our customers will typically drive up utilization by 10 or 20%. That usually means a cost effect of savings of something like 20 or 30%.
Yeah, awesome.
So, all of those things, affect most of our customers, and certainly most customers out there have some of those problems in those areas.
Yeah, I'm sure. And what's next in the world for Turbonomic? I mean, what's coming up on the roadmap for you guys?
We're getting dragged increasingly into a lot of application management issues. We've got a big relationship with Application Dynamics. We've recently built a complete integration into their suite. So we're working a lot with them on improving performance of key apps in some big companies. We've also got integration into some key CMDBs And again, a lot of companies that are moving towards fully automated systems are looking for a CMDB to be part of that as well. So those two integrations, I think, are driving an awful lot of the future business that we're seeing at the moment.
Cool.
And a lot of interest and excitement from customers in both marketplaces.
Great. Okay. Well, I think that's a decent little snapshot overview, but if anyone's interested in seeing or hearing any more about Turbonomic, please do keep an eye out for the events that we're going to be running, as always. And if you're interested, please reach out to your account manager for more details. But thank you very much, Dason.
Thank you.
Cheers.